Welcome back. All right, so my final day making videos for a little bit here. And here's a news of the day video for all you fine people for your Thursday, the 8th of August. And I'll start off with a retirement we saw coming. It's too bad. I liked Oscar Klefbom a lot. And I felt like when he got injured and wasn't able to play for Edmonton, it had an effect on that blue line. And I thought it wasn't talked about very much in terms of what happened with Edmonton's blue line here and there, but I did think it had a negative impact on them. So he officially makes it official that he's retired. He was a number 19 pick in 2011, played 378 games in his career, all in Edmonton, 34 goals, 122 assists, 156 points, and it was a shoulder injury that ended up ending his career. So all the best to Klefbom in retirement. 31's early to be retired. But, he had a decent career, and so all the best to him. And again, it's too bad because I really felt like he was building up to being one of the better defensive defensemen in the game. A little bit of offense there, but there you go. In the Hlinka Gretzky Cup, if you've been watching, Canada clinches first in Group A, Czechia first in Group B, and it sets up semifinals tomorrow, which is why I haven't really been covering it. I knew I wouldn't be here for the semifinals or the final, so... Sweden against Czechia tomorrow, and USA versus Canada tomorrow. So USA versus Canada is always fun, and then the winners meet in the gold medal game on Saturday. The losing team meets in the bronze medal game on Saturday, and then the Hlinka Gretzky Cup's all done. And again, I commend these kids for coming out and playing during the middle of summer, and I hope it's helped their draft stock a lot because it's some pressure to be under middle of the summer and all that. So Ryan McDonagh, who has moved from Nashville to Tampa, has watched as Stamkos has gone from Tampa to Nashville, and he does see the Preds as a contender, saying they're going to be a team to beat this coming season. And I agree with him. I think Nashville's going to be very good. They clawed their way into a playoff spot. They were 11th overall this past season, and now they look like they could be top 10, which is why I had Barry Trotz as high as I did in my GM rankings yesterday, and I'm not going back on that. I think Trotz has done a fantastic job, considering we all expected some kind of retool or rebuilding. Nope, hasn't happened. So McDonagh's also talking about how excited he is to get things going in Tampa, that there's, a new mix to the forward group, obviously with the exit by Stamkos, but he's excited to return and to get things going again in Tampa Bay. So Ryan McDonagh, very good defenseman, of course, throughout his career, and we'll see how things go for him this year in Tampa. Kevin Cheveldayoff, in talking about this upcoming season, he wants to see the young players take that next step. He wants to see some of these prospects step into the lineup and chip in. This is where Rucker McGroarty could step forward and say, I already asked for that. You said no. At least that's been the rumor, that he's basically demanding ice time, and he's not being guaranteed said ice time. So we'll see which players step in. I think Brad Lambert's one that stands out as one that could very well end up in the lineup. But there are others. Obviously, you give Perfetti a bit more responsibility and ice time this year. I think that's for the best. But the Jets are kind of a bit at a turning point. If they start to drop in the standings at all, questions are going to be asked. And you do have to ask yourself, like, how many years is Cheveldayoff going to be the general manager there if this team can't quite get over the hump and if they're not taking those steps forward? So we'll see. So we haven't heard anything about Gabe Landeskog since the press conference after the season was done. And Landeskog was very positive, saying he hadn't had any setbacks or anything, but also they haven't given a timeline on when he's coming back. So I believe it's Colorado Hockey Now with a nice article and report, and so I did look into this. Lonzo Ball, so if you follow the NBA, he's a star player in the NBA, 30 years of age and all, had the same cartilage transplant in his knee as Gabriel Landeskog. Now, of course, hockey and basketball are very different, but both are very stressful on your knees. And Lonzo Ball has been taking parts in scrimmages over the last little while, and he's not having any setbacks. They've been showing video footage of him out there throwing the basketball around, and he looks good. The big question, of course, is your movement, your lateral movement back and forth out there, and he looks fine. So why this would tie in with Landeskog should be obvious, in that if it's the same surgery and if Ball looks like he's ready to come back soon, and I mean, there's no timeline attached to when he's coming back either, but it's a positive, because certainly with Landeskog, things have been kind kind of murky, and it does sometimes feel like he may have played his last game in the National Hockey League. But Lonzo Ball had his surgery in March of 2023. Landeskog had his surgery in May of 2023. So if he's about 2 months behind that, that means that once we reach maybe early October, maybe we see Landeskog back on the ice. Maybe it's before that, but getting Landeskog back would be huge for the Colorado Avalanche. I cannot overstate how important that would be. So we'll see. But again, this feels like it's a potential positive for the Avalanche without the Avalanche saying anything at all, or Landeskog saying anything at all. So all the best to Landeskog in his attempts to make a return. So I've talked about the play-on games, which are going to be held first in Surrey and then in Kelowna. And so I just wanted to give a quick update. The guys in charge of it reached out to me, and they're having some kind of a like local celebrity type game. Asked if I would want to play in that, and I said basically as long as I'm not completely exhausted after my vacation, and that's the day after I get back, sure. So yeah, if I can go out and play in that, sure. I'm very grateful that I get to do that kind of thing, both at my age and just at all. So yeah, that's something I'm intending to do. That'll be on the 17th. So yeah, and I'm sure Yvonne will record and maybe we do a live stream during that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. Now, with me going on holiday, this means something's going to happen, right? Usually when I'm on vacation, something in the National Hockey League takes place. Now, I've been pre-recording videos just in case nothing takes place and I don't have much to talk about while I'm on vacation, hockey related. I will definitely be doing videos for my other channel, of course, while I'm on vacation. But it'd be nice if I had a Jeremy Swayman signing to talk about. In fact, if that could happen, I can then go over to Disney California Adventure, stand by Grizzly Falls, which is about as bear-related as you get in Disney parks, at least that I can think of off the top of my head with Disneyland and California Adventure. And then I can do a nice video in front of Grizzly Falls talking about the Swayman signing and how much I like it because they kept it down to a reasonable cap hit. That would be a really fun video to make. I do expect that something will happen. Maybe Laine gets traded. So you guys can let me know. The question I have for you in the comment section below, what do you think is going to happen during my week off where I'm going to have to drop what I'm doing and quickly do a video? The Bo Horvat signing took place, like Bo Horvat's contract extension with the Islanders took place when I was down in Disneyland a year and a half ago. So what do you think is going to happen while I'm on vacation? There was the time, of course, when I was in Vegas and the Tkachuk trade broke while I was in Las Vegas, and we had to quickly do a video on that. So something's going to happen. I'm hoping that Swayman signing's it, but maybe Sider and Raymond get signed. Let me know your guesses. And keep it light. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I just have to throw that in there. Yeah, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. It is greatly appreciated. And yeah, so I'll be doing a couple other videos that go live on this channel today. And I'll be doing other videos to pre-record for while I'm off. But yeah, thank you guys for all your support. And I will talk to you again soon.